Kia ora, Talofa, Manele, Bula, Aloha and welcome to Season 9, Episode 44 of Breakfast Bites by TEIVOVOdigital.com. A wrap of Pasifika People's sports news on a sunny and bright Monday morning, 20 May 2024. Happy birthday, Anne. Coming to you with tons of hanisi from the 180th meridian in the middle of the blue continent. In combat sports, Oleksandr Usyk will only be able to call himself undisputed world heavyweight boxing champion for a couple more weeks. Despite winning the fight of the century against Tyson Fury via split decision in Saudi Arabia yesterday and claiming the Gypsy King's WBC title, which the Ukrainian Warrior added to his WBA, IBF and WBO belts, the first time one man has done so in over 25 years, his status will only last a matter of 2 weeks. Boxing journalist Dan Rafael has reported that both Fury and Usyk's contracts recognize that they must vacate the IBF title ahead of overdue mandatory challenger Filip Hrgovic's bout with Daniel Dubois on 1 June. In Rugby League, while the top four, Blues, Hurricanes, Brumbies and Chiefs are locked in for the Super Rugby Pacific playoff finals, there is still some wiggle room in the makeup of positions 5 to 8, where the Reds, Highlanders, Force, Drua and Rebels are all in the running. Our world-famous tips for the last 2 rounds of Super Rugby Pacific 2024. The Reds should beat the Force and the Tars in their remaining 2 games for 5th. The Rebels will find it very tough against the Brumbies and the Drua to hang on to 6th. The Highlanders should be good enough to stay in the top 8 with games against the Drua at home and the Hurricanes away. The Force are on a roll but have 2 tough games in the Reds away and the Brumbies in Perth. And the Fiji Drua will be lucky to beat the Highlanders in Dunedin but are good enough to smash the Rebels in Lautoka. So, our tip for 5th are the Reds, 6th Highlanders, Fiji Drua in 7th and the Rebels to finish 8th. In Rugby League, results from the last day of the NRL Magic round at Suncorp yesterday. The New Zealand Warriors 22-20 over Penrith Panthers, the Melbourne Storm 48-16 over Parramatta Eels, and in the last game of Magic round, West Tigers fell to the Dolphins 24-12. In Super Netball, Giant star Jamie Lee Price has become the first player sent off under Super Netball's new no-warning suspension rules. In her side, 76-52 lost to the New South Wales Swifts yesterday. The Giants' co-captain lasted just 8 minutes before being sent from the court for dangerous play, leaving her team a woman down for 2 minutes. Super Netball's newest team, the Melbourne Mavericks, nabbed their second win of the season, sinking the Queensland Firebird 69-62. The star of the show and match MVP was experienced Jamaican Shimona Jock, who finished with 52 goals from 57 shots. And finally, Liz Watson led her new team, Sunshine Coast Lightning, to a bittersweet 64-57 win over her former side, the Melbourne Vixens. In football, Manchester City became the first team to claim 4 consecutive Premier League titles with a 3-1 win over West Ham on the final day of the EPL. Premier League Player of the Season, Phil Foden, scored an early brace, including a stunning strike just 78 seconds in, before Rodri sealed his City's historic win in the second half. The relentless City machine, led by mastermind Pep G, withstood any nerves to seal its 6th title in 7 seasons. In sports biz, Brisbane is the home of Magic Round, and I'm very pleased that we will be back here until 2027. It's just reward for the Queensland Government and Brisbane City Council, who had the foresight to partner with us on this initiative. Australian Rugby League Commission Chairman Peter V'landys AM. And that's a wrap. Please hit the like and subscribe buttons below if you want to receive more Pasifika sports highlights on Breakfast Bites. Mahalo and ka kite for TEIVOVOdigital.com. I'm Calden Kamea. thanking you all too much for all your love and support.